Christian, what excites you about this matchup, this rematch with the Seahawks?
Anytime you get a division opponent in the playoffs, it's always exciting.
Is there anything new you guys have ready for this game that you won't tell us, but exciting in the game plan?
Every week's an exciting week. This one, obviously, we got them the first one, they got us the second one, so it'll be a good one.
They see you twice a year. They see the Rams twice a year. They practice against their own offense in training camp, which uses the same offense. Can you see that in the defense, that it just, they're not going to get fooled by anything, that they're kind of well-versed to stop this particular offense?
I think every week presents different challenges. It's just about us going out there and executing.
Christian, as you look at the game from the last time you guys played them, was it more of something they did that you guys didn't do as you look to make adjustments for this game?
Yeah, they're a really good defense. They fly around well. They play great complementary defense. For us, it's just about going out there and executing.
Do you get involved with the trash talk at all? Do you even pay attention to that kind of stuff heading into a game?
No.
Eric Kendricks has talked about how A.J. Wright has really helped him get ready for this game. What do you see from those guys? I know you're not playing against them in practice, but what do you see from them getting ready for this game?
Oh, man, they're unbelievably hard workers. They come in the building every day, and they're working nonstop. They fly around in practice, and they're exactly what you would want on your team.
Is it pretty remarkable that Eric's been able to kind of seamlessly fit in when he just signed with the team maybe 6 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think it's very shocking that somebody can do that and have that kind of production and success, but then you're around him more and you know why, and it becomes, you really understand why he's not only been great this year but been great throughout his entire career.
Obviously, Fred's on the defense, but what kind of boost does it give a locker room to lose a guy like Kittle, in such a terrible injury, but then get a guy like Fred back the next week after he suffered a really traumatic injury earlier this season?
Yeah, you can't replace a guy like Kittle. It's a team effort to try to replace the kind of energy and production that he brings to our team. Anytime you get guys back, it's extremely exciting. You want to just keep pushing, keep fighting, and continue to play with the example that those guys have set.
Does the loss in Week 18 add any extra motivation to this game?
A playoff game against a division opponent, and we just saw him 2 weeks ago. I think pretty fired up.
Christian, we'll talk. John Lynch makes about culture around here. What was sort of the aha moment for you when you got here, where you realized things would be different here?
I don't think there was an aha moment. I think it's been just a consistency that I've noticed. It's been every day guys are the same. Hard work, production, and execution is rewarded, and the opposite isn't. And it's pretty simple. I don't think there's like there's not some secret recipe. They've done a hell of a job getting the right kind of people into this locker room, and the leaders have done a great job since they've been here on setting the standard.
Now that you've had time to go back and look at the catch that you made, that scored the go-ahead touchdown, or the one that got you the lead, do you look and think like, well, was it as difficult as it looked and as hard as it was to catch?
It was a tough catch. We've well moved on into this week, though. Glad we got that win last week, but we're on to this week.
Eric Kendricks talked about how knowing that this was the right place. It took him a while to sign getting in here, but when he came in here, he said, the selflessness in this locker room is different than what he's seen throughout the league. Do you feel the same?
Definitely, yeah. I think there's a lot of great players, a lot of talented players, but we play as a team, and I think. You don't know what's going to happen in a game. With the kind of coaches that we have, you could have a game with 200, or you could have a game where you're going to rely on blocking and doing your part in that sense. And so you don't know what's going to happen. That's why it's just about doing your job on every play. And then at the end of the day, we just want to win.